What is a geometric sequence? A geometric sequence is a sequence where each term after the first is obtained by multiplying the preceding term by a non-zero constant called common ratio. Let us have examples of geometric sequence. Provided that the ratio is 3 and the first term is 4, if 4 is multiplied by 3, then the next term would be 12. If 12 is multiplied by 3, then the next term would be 36. If 36 is multiplied by 3, then we have 108, and so on. So this sequence is an example of a geometric sequence. Let us have another example of geometric sequence. If the common ratio is 1/2 and the first term is 144, if we are going to multiply 144 by 1/2, the next term would be 72. 72 multiplied by 1/2, next term would be 36. If 36 is multiplied by 1/2, the next term would be 18, so forth and so on. So again, this is an example of geometric sequence.
So, how are we going to determine the common ratio of the given geometric sequence? So, the common ratio is being determined by dividing any term in the sequence by the term that precedes it. So, how would that be? So, this 2, you can use this 2. It means that you are going to divide 12 by 3. So, 12 divide 3, we have 4. How about the next one? We have 48 divide 12. We also have 4. How about this pair? So we have 192 divide 48 is also 4. So it means that the common ratio is 4. You can always check kung tama yung 4 by multiplying it to the first term hanggang makuha mo yung mga susunod pa. So, kung 3 times 4 is 12, 12 times 4 is 48, 48 times 4 is 192. Let's move on with the next example. So, this pair would be 60 divide 120. So, 60 divide 120, we'll always term it. We have 1/2. This 2. 30 divide 60 is also 1/2. How about this 2? So, we have 15 divided by 30 is also 1/2. So, the common ratio is 1/2. So, we can check. If you are going to multiply 120 by 1/2, it means you're getting the half of 120. So, the half of 120 is 60. The half of 60 is 30. And the half of 30 is 15. So, there we go. Let us try to illustrate the rule of a geometric sequence. So, for this geometric sequence, let us try to identify the ratio first, the common ratio. So, for us to be able to get the common ratio, we have to divide 6 divide 2, we have 3. 18 divide 6 is 3. 54 divide 18 is also 3. 162 divide 54 is also 3. So, yun ang ating common ratio, which is 3. So, para sa first term natin, for us to be able to obtain yung ating second term, what do? We actually multiply the first term by the common ratio. So, it means that this one is 2 times 3. Okay? How about the third term? It means that 6 will be multiplied by 3. So, it means that 2 times 3 times 3 is also 18. So, how are we going to obtain 54? It means 18 times 3, or in factored form. We have 2 times 3 times 3 times 3. How about the fifth term? It means that 54 is multiplied by 3. So, then again, we have 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3, and on. Okay? Let us try to express yung mga factored form into exponential form. So, this means, let's begin here. So, this means that we have 2 times 3 raised to the first power. How about this? It means that we have 2 times 3. We have 2 3's here. So, it means 3 squared. Ito. So, we have 2 times, how many 3? 1, 2, 3. So, it means it is 3 cubed. How about this one? We have 2 times, how many 3's? 1, 2, 3, 4. So, this means that this is 3 raised to the 4th power, and so on. Okay? So, of course, for the first one, we can always have this as 2 times 3 raised to 0. Because 3 raised to 0 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. Okay? So, what have you observed? So, we can formulate actually yung rule ng geometric sequence dito. 2 here is our first term. So, substitute natin. First term times R, 3 here is our R, or the common ratio. It means that R is raised to 0. Okay, for the second term. So, first term times common ratio raised to the first power. Para sa third term natin, we have the first term times the common ratio raised to the second power. So, for the fourth term, we have first term times the common ratio raised to the third power. And this one, we have first term times the common ratio raised to the fourth power. So, this is actually the rule of a geometric sequence. So, let us try to differentiate between arithmetic and geometric sequence. So, for this activity, let us determine whether each sequence is arithmetic or geometric. If it is arithmetic, give the common difference. If it is geometric, we will give the common ratio. So, obviously, examining the first one, this one is actually not arithmetic, since if we're going to subtract 18 minus 6, we have 12, while 54 minus 18 is 36. So definitely, this one will fall into geometric sequence. How about the common ratio for this one? So we have 18 divide 6, we have 3. 54 divide 18, we also have 3. 162 divide 54 is also 3. So, it means that the common ratio is 3. How about for number 2? 2, 0, negative 2, negative 4. So, this will actually fall into arithmetic sequence. Why? If we're going to subtract 0 minus 2 is negative 2. Negative 2 minus 0 is negative 2. Negative 4 minus negative 2 is negative 2. That's why the common difference is negative 2. How about for the third example? So, this one will definitely fall into geometric sequence. Why? If we are going to divide 1/4, divide 1/2, it means we're going to get the reciprocal of 1/2, which is 2 over 1. So, we have 2/4 or 1/2. How about for this 2? 1/8 times the reciprocal of 1/4, which is 4 over 1, or 4 over 8, lowest term is 1/2. How about this one? 1 over 16 times the reciprocal of 1/8 is 8 over 1, or 8 over 16, 1/2. Common ratio is 1/2. Let us deal with the next given. We have 1/4, 3/4, 5 over 4, 7 over 4. So, obviously, this one is arithmetic sequence. Let us try to get the common difference. We have 3/4 minus 1/4, we have 2/4 or 1/2. For this one, 5/4 minus 3/4. So we will again have 2/4 or simply 1/2. For the last pair, we have 7/4 minus 5/4, which is 2/4 or 1/2. So the common difference here is 1/2. For the last example, this one is a geometric sequence. Since if we are going to divide 4 divide 1 is 4. 16 divide 4 is 4. 64 divide 4 is again 4. So the common ratio here is 4.